Roughly 1 year ago today, this beautiful, monumental historical event took place. Never forget. Come on. Come on, Joe, put a little boogie in your step, man. Dude, this video never gets old. I haven't seen it for so long. Oh, look at him. Oh, yeah. Never forget. What a moment where we all united in laughter and humor. You guys. This has to be close to the end of his run, his presidential campaign. I mean, we got to be what? Like this, a few weeks later, they threw him under the bus, I think. Joe, thanks for all the memes. It's a beautiful, beautiful moment. Never forget. Happy Tuesday and welcome to Zeducation. Folks, we have a lot to get to. Once again, replay that clip every few weeks if you need a good laugh. Never forget, big, big historical monumental event that took place a year ago. That being said, we have to get to today's game. If you are ready for today's game, head down and like this video. And if you are new here, please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell clicked for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Now on to today's game. Don't laugh, go. News anchor space joke crashes harder than a meteor.
Astronauts get used to eating freeze-dried foods, but today there's something fresh.
Gotta say, it seems like a better idea than eating food grown on Uranus. Let's take a look at...
Yeah, I mean, it makes a good meme. It does. It's funny now. But on the news, I don't know, dude. I don't think that was in the script. Look at her face. She knows. She knows. You're getting a reprimand, buddy. This is a bad joke. Green power. Yellow power. Pink power. Hi. Come on. You know you want to put it on the meme. You know you want to. Picture of a new baby. Grandpa. Okay. That reminded me. Buffalo Wild Wings has free delivery. What? There's no way that's a real text. Maybe. Grandpa, prioritize, buddy. Prioritize. You can pick up the wings on the way to the hospital, okay? My vet calling me to say my dog needs a few more tests. You know, I know a lot of good vets out there. A lot of great, big-hearted vets. They're in it for the animals. I love the animals. That being said, I've been to a couple vets that feel a little bit dentisty to me. Feel like they're trying to scam you. Oh, you have a cavity when you don't have a cavity, right? Got to make that money as a dentist. Dentist rant over. I had to fit that in there. But yeah, a lot of stuff for your pets that they probably don't need. That's just my opinion. I'm not a vet, but I feel like I've been to enough of them now where I know someone who's trying to sell me BS and one that just is trying to get the dog healthy, okay? Now I'm pissed. Tell me you are in Florida without telling me you're in Florida. All right, what is that a Publix? It's a grocery store, right? And another one, what? You know, you see this all the time. With the Dunkin' Donuts in the Northeast, the Piggly Wigglies in the South, the Buc-ee's, Waffle House. The only thing that makes sense is that they bought a competitor or something, and they just rebranded it to themselves. So, I guess if there's enough people there, go for it. More power to you. Me, if someone ever asks me this in public.
Miss. Hi, miss.
Yes.
Would you like $1 or do you want to double it and give it to the next person?
Give me the dollar.
I'm saying, do you want the dollar or do you want to double it and give it to the next person so the next person gets $2?
Give me the dollar. You said if I want
$1.
$1.
No, you're not getting $1.
That's like a super viral trend right now. You always see that. Pay it forward, right? Oh, it's $10, now double it and give 20 bucks to the next person. Yeah, just give me the $1. I'll take a soda pop from the next machine I find. Maybe some gumballs. You think eggs are expensive? Wait until you fertilize one. Yeah, it's true. Daycare costs are nutso. Absolutely nuts. But there's nothing better. It's very hard. It is. It's very hard, but it is the best thing. Best thing ever, really. Stop sending me this. Did we dive down this rabbit hole yet? Liz, what aren't you telling us here? I think you got a lot to explain. This is just too coincidental. Speaking of which, though, in all honesty, how do we not know more about this guy? Isn't it kind of weird that all happened and the story just died? And we didn't really find out anything about him? Like nothing? We really don't know anything. Come on. Ohtani's home run bodied this kid. Oh, no. Look at that. Look at that beautiful swing, dude. Greatest of all time? Might be. All right, let's see. Where is this hit? Oh! Oh, no! Oh, God bless. I'm praying for you, buddy. That was... You know, that's a crime in that you had all of these adults around you and nobody caught it? Jeez, man. I get, you know, especially if you're a kid, I wouldn't do this if I were an adult. That's a little cringy. No offense to anyone who does that. But if you're a kid, bring your glove. Don't try to catch it. Just use it to shield your face when the adults miss. You know what? I take it back. Maybe all these adults should bring their gloves too to protect the kids. If you don't have that dad glove built into your natural hand, then bring a glove. When your chapstick says apply liberally.
Do you have any chapstick?
Yeah, here.
Apply liberally.
Equal rights! Free healthcare! Black Lives Matter!
That was good. That was good. In the right tone, too. That annoying, cringy, nails on a chalkboard voice. Perfect. All you got to do now is, you know, dye your hair color. The moment you hear Tammy weighs less than you.
250 pounds. The last time I weighed myself, I was 216 pounds. So, for the first time in our lives, I actually weighed less than she does.
Tammy, someone needs to call you out, okay? If the people around you aren't doing that, they're doing you a disservice. Stop lying. Liars get nowhere. Okay? You're lying to yourself mostly. That's the most important thing. Hate to see it. Students in 2040, when the teacher asks what their name is, but ChatGPT servers are down. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the path we're on, sadly. You know? Dude. What is my name? And they can't even do that because they can barely type, right? Who wore it better? Dude. You're going down. You're going. Shame on you. Shame on you for laughing at that. Obviously, the girl with her hair down. Sports bettors spreading the word about the Angel Reese miss first shot bet.
Okay, great. Well, reason for the call today, John, is something just came across my desk, John. It is perhaps the best thing I've seen in the last 6 months.
Dude, if you guys don't live on the internet, which I hope you don't, I say that all the time and I mean it. There is a trend of bettors. They are betting that Angel Reese will miss her first shot of the game. And I think they did 10 or 11 games and they won 70%. So 7 or 8 of those bets. So Angel Reese missed her first shot. They got a cease and desist letter. And they had to take all their videos down. So the speculation is that someone within the what is it, Chicago does she play for? I don't even know. Whatever team she plays for, filed the copyright or filed a lawsuit with them to take it down. I don't know why, but it's a perfectly fine bet. It's a winning bet, 70% chance. I don't condone betting, by the way. I don't promote that, but These guys, they found the hack to winning. Okay, let them win. AOC's definition of a ceasefire.
Ceasefire means that somebody sees a fire. It could be any kind of fire. It could be a big fire or a small fire, a bonfire or even a candle flame. It just matters that somebody sees a fire. That's why we call it a ceasefire.
I'm sorry. All I heard was blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no, probably a real quote, but I have to say this. That's AI. That's not real. She didn't actually say that. But you could imagine her saying that. It's believable because she says a lot of dumb stuff all the time. And it seems as though she probably is going to run in 2028. When you need a permit to build a patio cover, but not to store a boat. Yeah. This is called finding a loophole. Find those loopholes. Don't pay a application fee. Don't pay a fee to build onto your own property. How stupid. Find the loopholes. Find the legal loopholes and flash the middle finger to your city, to your county, to your state, whatever it is, okay? Don't let them win. Do not. This is the individual winning. I'm all for it. I love it. You shared the same meme 3 months ago. Me. I'm an old man. I'm confused. Well, hilarious. I believe we might have shared this one before. It happens. There's a lot of stuff on the internet, a lot of duplicates out there. It's always good to rehash the good stuff, the old good stuff that maybe other people have forgot about or didn't see yet. Okay, that's why we do it. We keep people up to date. Never have I ever. What in the Florida? What in the Bemidji, Minnesota? Oh, come on. I love that. That's Paul Bunyan's truck right there. Maybe not, actually. Maybe it's his kid's truck. Paul Bunyan's too big for that. I do love this. That ain't gonna be rusting. That ain't rusting on you. All right, that's important here in Minnesota. When my family sees the reels I've been liking.
What the What's going on? Have a seat. What was this, your idea? All we ask is that you listen.
That's one of my favorite things about Instagram is people who you are friends with. You can see now if they have liked a reel that you're going through. Like if you're scrolling and it says, oh, so-and-so liked this reel. And then you watch the reel and it's like something super offensive. It's an instant bond with that friend. Like you get a tighter friendship created there. I love it. And who cares? Like away. Find the friends that share the same humor. I'm all about it, man. Forget your therapy session and shove it. Get out of here. Oh, jeez. Classic. Oh, wow. Yeah, what a what a screenshot there. Don't be driving like that. Props to this motorcyclist. Maybe not. Very dangerous. Although she shouldn't be doing that. Send this to your runner friend.
What do you call somebody that runs a lot? You don't call them at all because running is boring as hell and nobody wants to hear about it.
I think we're going to... I love when I see the 0.0 mile stickers. I love that. No offense to anyone that runs. I like to run too, but most people don't care. I mean, all it's doing is making people feel bad, okay? 0.0. Put that sticker out there. By the way, does this guy not look like a young Joe Biden? Just a little bit? Point of view, it's 2004, and you're just getting home from school. Dude, this is literally me. This is me. You just talked to all these friends. Yeah. You got nudged by the girl you like. And if you were, you ended up dating one of these girls, you would say like Tyler Lovin, Stephanie, whatever, whoever you're dating, right? That's what it would say in your title, and then what you're listening to. And then there, you know, once that title is removed, then all of a sudden your friends are messaging you, what happened to you and Stephanie, right? Those are the days, dude. Those are the days, the early days of the internet. Nobody will ever experience that. Again, we are a unique generation, is why we're messed up. When the flight crew start closing the doors and the seats next to me are still empty. Oh yeah, never let this meme die. I love this meme. And it's true. It is a great feeling to not have someone sitting next to you. And we've been over this way too much on this channel, but it's just, the great feeling about that is people are weird. People are abnormally rude and obnoxious when they're traveling on airplanes. I don't understand why. But it's getting worse. As time goes on, it's getting worse. My toddler packing all the necessities to go on a 5-minute car ride.
A hammer, half of a pretzel, baseball card, some cartridge that says Sonic and Hedgehog, a scissor half, and a flashlight.
That is bizarrely probably exactly what my toddler has in her backpack right now. She has like 2 little bags, a backpack and this little carrier that was supposed to be for a stuffed puppy, but she put stuff in it, and it's all stuff like that. It's the most random stuff. I need to get my stuff. You don't need, what is that? You don't need that. That's a bubblegum wrapper. Why is that in there? I need it. No, you don't. Polish airline, Enter Air, completed its first flight with an all-female 7-person crew. Oh, stop. No! Stop it. Please tell me that's real. I don't think it is. I'm sure that the all-female thing is, but if that landing was the actual landing of that flight, that is amazing. Pride festivals, when you tell them they can still do the parade, but they can't do nude stuff in front of kids. It's not funny. It's sad because normal people that are like, wait, yeah, no, you shouldn't do naked stuff in front of kids. That's weird. And they shouldn't see that. Okay? They're 5. And why would you ever even want and think that that is okay? But there are people that think that. That's the sad part. The other sad part is like the book banning narrative. It's like, oh, they're banning books. Well, they can't watch or read other stuff that has sexually explicit content in it. Why would you start with that? Why would you allow them to read that? Because that's what that is. Very weird, very bizarre. But that's the political world we live in, right? Sad. Facebook Marketplace Find of the Year. Oh! Dang, look at that thing. That has some flames coming off it. That thing can fly, baby. Look, it's got some reflectors for some night riding. Where is this? I want it. I actually need a mower. 500 firm. I'll give it to you. Survived the 90s and 2000s only to be taken out by a Gen Alpha toddler. I am not kidding you. We just found a little box. My wife had a bunch of Beanie Babies from the 90s, early 2000s. And the first thing my daughter did was rip the tags off. I mean, come on. They probably weren't worth much anyways, so point of view. She's a 10, but she overcooks the chicken because she's scared of salmonella. Let me cook the chicken. Just use the internal thermometer. It'll tell you if it's cooked or not. You don't even have to cut it open. Okay? Let me do it. I'll do it. Okay? I'll run the grill. I'm so old, my high school had a smoking area. What? High schools had smoking areas? Is anyone this old? I mean, this has got to be back in like, what, the 50s, 60s? Sugar company. What if we sell it in a paper bag that's not fully sealed at the bottom? I still don't know why they do this. The sugar companies, the flour companies, there has to be a reason, right? There has to be. Is it the moisture that could build up if you put it in like a plastic container? Maybe that's it.
Rolling. Back to you, Heather.
Don't miss the boat, 400.
There we go. This popular type of fishing boat can get into shallow water to pursue the large and smallmouth fish it's named for. Heather.
What is bass?
Yeah, it's a bass boat.
What?
Shape of you, 400.
Oh, hold on.
Also called the joint.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That doesn't count. Out of all of the things you guys are particular about on Jeopardy, you counted that? A base? A base boat. Come on. Come on, man. Was it Ryan Seacrest? Isn't he the guy now, right? I think. Or Ken Jennings? I don't even know. That's a crime. She should have lost money there. My toxic traits is putting leftovers in the refrigerator knowing I'm not touching it again. We're pretty good about leftovers, but it happens. There's certain foods like anything green, I'm not gonna eat it as a leftover. So asparagus, broccoli, it's not gonna happen. Now, corn on the cob, there's nothing better than cold corn on the cob. Leftover corn on the cob, I don't know what it is, but it brings out the flavor, okay? That's gone the next day. You know, sometimes it's gone by midnight. Midnight snack. Love is in the air. Wait, that's bacon. Same thing. Same thing, kitty. Love, bacon. I mean, literally the same word. If God can do all this with a potato, imagine what he could do with you. That's a good reminder right there. That's a good reminder. Look at that. Look at that beautiful plate. All came from a potato. Came from the same thing, man. If you can guess who this is, you have to drink tonight. It's Bob Dylan. It's Bob Dylan. It ain't Alan Jackson, I know that. Man comes out of COVID self-isolation after 5 years. Ooh. Looks like a real article. Is that real? I think it is. Sad. Sad. It's not even funny. Great representation of what those years did to people. Absolutely fried their brains. 27 days before exam. 23, 21, okay, moving down, having a good time, not studying. And 23, it's still, geez, 3 hours. You're pulling an all-nighter. This is where, you know, you fail college. What do they say? College is to have fun. Looks like you were having fun there. And to prove that you can do your chores. You are proving that you can't do your chores. You're not responsible, okay? You can't get hired at some corporate cubicle. You can't do that. So make sure you can prove you can do your chores at college if you're going to go to college. You can keep your Crocs. I've got my Gators. If you laughed at anything today, you lose, and you have to wear those. You have to find those and wear those. Those kind of actually look a little bit cool, if we're being honest, but that's what you gotta do.
My son has identified as a cat for the past 7 years, and now all of a sudden he's telling me he doesn't think he's a cat anymore. He thinks he wants to be human. He's identified as a cat since he was 7 years old, and now he's 14, almost 15, and all of a sudden he says he wants to be human. I have trained this guy to use the litter box. I have made sure I've made food for him that is safe for both cats and humans to eat. I have gone to lawyers to try to get him to where he can go visit a veterinarian instead of a pediatrician. And now all of a sudden, he's no longer trans species. After I've advocated for all these rights and, you know, I got the litter box in the schools and everything, I'm a little upset. Like, I love him still, of course, but like, I'm a little upset because I'm just like, has society influenced you into thinking you're a human again? Like, why don't you want to identify as a cat anymore? That's my baby, you know? Have any other trans species parents experienced this?
Yeah. It was great. Any trans species parents out there in the comments, help this lady out. I am so sick and tired of kids deciding that they are not what their parents told them to be, and then all of a sudden those parents lose their entire purpose, their entire delusional mission in life, okay? Shame on those kids. Shame on them. This is amazing. It's satire, by the way, okay? I just have to say that. A lot of people forget that she jokes, but sadly, this is real. There are people like this in this world, sadly. So, anyways, how would you do in today's game? Did you laugh at all? If you did, you lose. All that means is you're going to watch again on Thursday, where if you laugh, you lose. You watch again on Sunday, where if you laugh, you lose, you do a punishment, okay? Let me know how you did down in the comments. While you're down there, please like this video. Please help us get it recommended to others. That's it for today's game. Until next time, I'm Tyler Zed, and this is Education.
Yes, or no, you should not. Yes, or no. Idiots.